This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Eric Moulds was a waste his first 2 years with the Bills. See here? See if I have it? Let me look. Eric Moulds was a first-round pick as a wide receiver for the Bills. Okay? And he was a dude that he became a monster, as you all know. And he was like the 15th pick in the first round or something. Let me see. July 17, where was wait a minute, hold on a second. 24th, I'm sorry. 24th in the first round. Okay, Eric Moulds, first year. He had 37 targets, 20 catches, 279 yards, and 2 touchdowns. How's that for his rookie year? Huh? 16 games, started 5 of them. The dude can only come up with 20 receptions, 279 yards. Played in 16, started 5.
37 targets, though. That's a lot of misses.
37 to 20. That's right, 17 of them.
Right? I mean,
exactly.
he like almost half.
I don't know who his quarterback was. I'm not sure, so maybe it wasn't an accurate quarterback. It might have been Alex Van Pelt or something. Are
you knocking the Pittsburgh quarterback?
The quarterback's coach, isn't he? Isn't he the quarterback's coach or the offensive coordinator?
You know what? Yeah, I think he is.
He's the quarterback's coach,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Buffalo, in his second year, 97, Eric Moulds played 16 games. This time he started 8 instead of 5. 52 targets, up from 37. Only 29 catches. 294 yards, 0 touchdowns.
Still almost that half ratio of drops, right?
My man had 2 touchdowns in his first 2 years. He had just under about 550 yards of receptions and only 49 catches in his first 2 years. They were calling him a bust, a waste of a pick, all of that. Following year, 1,368 yards, 9 touchdowns, 994, 7 touchdowns, 1,326 yards, 5 touchdowns, 904, 5 touchdowns, 1,292, 10 touchdowns, 780, 1 touchdown, 1,043, 5 touchdowns, 816, 4 touchdowns, and then the last 2 years were kind of a waste for him in Houston and Tennessee.
He became a really good fantasy receiver. I remember that run, man. Yeah.
Of course, dude.
He was one of those guys that would give you points every week, man.
I have examples like that everywhere. Okay? I can do this all day, all night for you in offensive linemen, running backs, receivers, quarterbacks, you name it, bro.
That was back in the day when
Paul Soliai was a waste for the Dolphins. Now, he was a 5th-round pick, so it wasn't a high pick, but go watch Paul Soliai's first couple of years. There's a prominent Dolphin. I'm not going to describe how prominent he is because I might give it away. But there's a prominent Dolphin that told me that guy can't play. I don't know what the hell he's doing on this team. Paul Soliai. First couple of years. I want to say 3 years he was terrible. Hell, I remember the first 2 years, he had this weird stance and everything. It was just, Paul Soliai was lost, dude. But they gave him time because big men, sometimes it takes them a while to figure it out. And then all of a sudden, the guy became one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
Back in the day, man, you expected guys to take a while. Wide receivers usually didn't do anything until their 3rd year.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Quarterbacks, I mean, yeah, we've seen Peyton Manning, Elway. I mean, Marino was one of the few, very few, right?
Yep.
Over 20, you could go 20, 25 years. He's the only one that hit the ground running.
Right. That came off the bench and just kicked ass. Yeah. Stephen Davis was a Pro Bowl running back for Washington and for the Carolina Panthers.
Was a beast.
Okay. He was in his first 3 years. 3 years. And let me tell you, running backs is the one position out of all of them that they usually get it a lot faster than any other position that's out there. The running back usually makes a smooth transition. Stephen Davis, 12 games, 0 games started. 12 games played, 0 started his rookie year, had 23 rushes, 139 yards, and 2 touchdowns. the entire season. The second year in 97, he had 14 games played, 6 of them started, had 141 rushes, 567 yards, 3 touchdowns. Third year, 16 games played, 12 started, had 34 rushes, 109 yards, 0 touchdowns. That's 3 years of Stephen Davis.
Absolutely, like literally nothing.
Then, 1,400 yards, 17 touchdowns on 290 carries, 1,318 yards, 11 touchdowns on 332 carries, 1,432 yards, 5 touchdowns on 356 carries, 820 yards on 207 carries, 7 touchdowns, 1,444 yards on 318 carries for 8 touchdowns. And he had receptions too, but I'm not even going to give you all that stuff, but I'm just saying.
Can you say bell cow?
All of a sudden,
bell cow, right?
All of a sudden he became a Pro Bowl running back, dude.
Man.
Okay? And early on, it wasn't easy for him because, remember, Michael Westbrook broke his jaw. You guys forgot about that, huh? Forgot about Michael Westbrook being pissed off on the sidelines. And the guy he walked over and broke his jaw, Stephen Davis.
Yeah, totally forgot that.
Okay? I could just go on and on and on, and I could give you examples of players. That's why I've done this for a long time, man. I've done this for 30 years. And I've been a draftnik for a long time, and I've been doing this for over 20 years and going to the draft and doing all this stuff. And to me, I unless I know a player can't play, like from the beginning, like I knew it was a terrible draft pick, then I might give up on the guy. You know, like Ryan Tannehill. I've never believed in him. I never will believe in him. That guy will never bail you out. That guy will never carry you. He will always be a cog that needs everybody else, and he can facilitate, then you could get by. But if you need him to carry you and bail you out, that's never going to happen. Because that was never him at any point in time in his career. That's a little different. There are certain examples that I give up on people, but that's usually because I have prior information that they can't play. Here's another one. I remember I got thoroughly ripped for this. Vontae Davis. I warned everybody. He can play, but he's got serious maturity issues. Of course, I'm Mr. Negative. Oh, my God, you hate the Dolphins. You want them to fail because now you're saying Vontae Davis has immaturity issues. A couple years later, then everybody finds out about them. So there are moments that I have information about players, and I'll tell you, hey, Tyler Bray, I don't want that guy if you paid me. Ryan Mallett, I don't want that guy if you paid me because I heard stuff about them in college, and it was like, yeah, no, I'm staying. Ray Malaluga. I remember when he came out, and he became a pretty damn good linebacker. But I still remember scouts telling me this guy is a functioning alcoholic. And what have you found out about Ray Malaluga over the years? I told everybody during the draft time, this is what they're telling me behind the scenes, that the kid is a functioning alcoholic. And sure enough, several DUIs, alcohol issues, all throughout his career. There are moments that I give up on players, but that's because I have prior information about them that just leads me to, no, they're not gonna make it.
That's those weeks in Tampa and Mobile, correct?
Yep.
Indy,
Vegas,
right?
Orlando. Yeah, several places over the years.